Hello and welcome to Dr. Said's English World. This is actually going to be our video number 4, and in this video we're going to learn how to make our essay longer. I'm talking about the essay we prepared in video number 3. أهلا بكم في القناة. إن شاء الله ده هيكون الفيديو رقم 4 في سلسلة تعلم الكتابة. هنتعلم فيه إزاي نخلي المقالة القصيرة اللي كتبناها في الفيديو رقم 3 أطول. Let's make a revision of what we introduced in the previous videos. In video number 1, we learned how to write a paragraph consisting of 9 sentences. In video number 2, we learned how to make the paragraph longer by changing the 9-sentence paragraph into a 15-sentence paragraph. In video number 3, we learned how to write a short essay consisting of 14 sentences. In this video, video number 4, we're going to learn how to make the short essay longer. Instead of the essay, which consists of 14 sentences, we're going to write an essay which consists of 19 sentences. خلونا نراجع الفيديوهات اللي احنا قدمناها قبل كده. الفيديو الأولاني اتعلمنا فيه ازاي نكتب فقرة مكونة من 9 جمل. الفيديو رقم 2 اتعلمنا فيها ازاي نخلي الفقرة المكونة من 9 جمل أكبر، خليناهم 15 جملة. في الفيديو رقم 3 اتعلمنا ازاي نعمل مقالة، نكتب مقالة مكونة من 14 جملة. في الفيديو ده اللي هو رقم 4 هنتعلم ازاي نغير المقالة اللي هي القصيرة المكونة من 14 جملة إلى مقالة مكونة من 19 جملة. Okay, now what you have in front of you is the first paragraph we prepared in video number 1, and it consists of 9 sentences. دي طبعا اللي قدامكم ده أول فقرة جهزناها في الفيديو رقم 1 بتتكون من 9 جمل. And this is actually the longer paragraph which we prepared in video number 2, and it consists of 15 sentences. We add more points to this paragraph. دي طبعا الفقرة الأطول اللي احنا جهزناها في الفيديو رقم 2. حولنا الفقرة القصيرة من 9 جمل إلى 15 جملة. And this is actually the 14 sentence essay, the 14 sentence essay which we prepared in video number 3. And I'm going to introduce the sentences, the 14 sentences one by one, because this is the essay which I'm going to make longer. This is actually the title of the essay, and then I'm going to introduce the sentences. طبعا ده هنقدم هنا المقالة اللي هي اللي كتبناها في الفيديو رقم 3 المكونة من 14 جملة. هنقدمها جملة بجملة. ليه؟ لأن هي دي المقالة اللي احنا هنجعلها أطول ونحولها من 14 جملة إلى 19 جملة. So this is actually the first sentence in the introduction. It's a general statement. As we explained before, this is actually the thesis statement, sentence number 2. This is the lead-in. So we have an introduction consisting of 3 sentences. طبعا هنا عندي المقدمة تتكون من 3 جمل. دي أول جملة general statement، جملة عامة. وبعدين عندي thesis statement اللي هي جملة الموضوع اللي هي رقم 2. عندي بعد كده the lead in اللي هي الجملة اللي بتقودني للمقالة. فعندي الإجمالي كله 3 جمل. هي دي المقدمة. Now we move to the body or the supporting paragraph. This is the first sentence in the body, the topic sentence of the body or the supporting paragraph. This is the second sentence, is the first point, and this is a supporting sentence of the first point. This is the second point, and this is a supporting sentence of the second point. This is the third and the final point. That's why we say finally here. and this is a supporting sentence of the third and the final point, and this is actually the concluding sentence of the body. So I have here 8 sentences. دي طبعا عندي البودي او اللي هو السبورتنج باراجراف اللي هو جسم المقالة مكونة من 8 جمل. هذا اول حاجة اللي هي جملة الموضوع بتاعة الفقرة، وبعدين عندي 3 نقاط، وكل نقطة حطينا لها جملة داعمة لها، وعندي هنا اللي هي الجملة الخاتمة بتاعة البودي باراجراف اللي هو الجسم المقالة. I'm going to add, actually I have here 3 points, first, second, and finally. عندي هنا 3 نقط, and I'm going to add, later on I'm going to add more points to these 3 points. Okay, now let's just talk about, طبعا عندي هنا 3 نقط وهنزود لهم عشان نكبر الفقرة ونكبر المقالة، هنزود لهم نقطتين بعد كده. Let's have a look at the concluding paragraph or the conclusion. This is the first sentence of the conclusion. This is the second sentence of the conclusion. And this is actually the third sentence of the conclusion. So I have 3 more sentences. Okay, so I have 3 sentences. This is the introduction. Plus 8 sentences, the body, 3, 8, plus 3 sentences, the conclusion. So I have a total of 14 sentences. عندنا كده 14 جملة. 3 زائد 8 زائد 3 يدينا 14. And I'm going to change them into an essay consisting of 19 sentences. وأنا أحولهم لمقالة مكونة من 19 جملة. Let's see how we're going to do this. خلينا كده نشوف هنعمل الكلام ده إزاي. Okay. We're going to start with the first paragraph or the introduction. هنبدأ طبعا بالمقدمة. It consists of 3 sentences. Okay, let's have a look at the 3 sentences. This is the first sentence. This is the second sentence, and this is the third sentence. Okay, the 3 sentences. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 more sentence to have an introduction consisting of 4 sentences. أنا اللي أعمله الوقت الفقرة اللي هي المقدمة دي يعني مكونة من 3 جمل 1 2 3 3 جمل هحولها إلى مقدمة مكونة من 4 جمل, which means that I need to add 1 more sentence and I want to add 1 more general statement. أنا هحتاج إن أنا أضيف جملة. الجملة اللي هضيفها هتكون general statement اللي هي الجمل العامة. Like this one. This is a general statement. I'm going to add 1 extra general statement. Let me just remind you of the general statements we used while writing. خليني بس أفكركم بالجمل العامة اللي احنا استخدمناها قبل كده. This is number 1. Humans cannot function without the internet anymore. I used it here. I'm using it here in the first paragraph or the introduction. This is the second one. The internet has occupied a great part of our lives. And I'm going to use this second one in our longer introduction. دي الثانية وهستعملها إن شاء الله في المقدمة اللي هتبقى تصبح مكونة من 4 جمل. And this is the third general statement. Now let's have a look at the introduction after adding 1 more extra sentence. It's going to be a general statement. خلينا بقى نبص على المقدمة لما هنضيف لها جملة تصبح 4 جمل. So this is the extra general statement I'm adding to the introduction. دي بقى الجملة المقدمة اللي أنا ضفتها اللي هي رقم 2 دي. This is the other general statement. This is actually the thesis statement, and this is the lead-in. So now I have 4 sentences instead of 3. كده أنا أضفت جملة اللي هي general statement وأصبح عندي 4 جمل بدل 3. Okay, now let's move to the body or the supporting paragraph, and it consists of 8 sentences. Okay, I'm going to add 4 more sentences to the 8 sentences to have a body consisting of 12 sentences. اللي أعمله إنها أعمل إيه؟ ده طبعا البودي اللي هو جسم المقال، أهم باراجراف في المقال. مكون من 8 جمل، أنا هضيف لها 4 عشان يبقى عندي body مكون من 12 جملة. Let's see how we're going to do this. This is actually the topic sentence of the body. This is the first point. This is the supporting sentence of the first point. This is the second point. This is a supporting sentence of the second point. This is the third point, and that's what we said here, finally, okay? And because I'm going to add 2 more points, I'm going to change it later, okay? But later, inshallah, I'm going to change it. And this is a supporting sentence of the final and the third point. And this is actually the concluding sentence of the body. دي بقى الخاتمة بتاعت البody. So now I have 3 points, first, second, finally. I'm going to add 2 more points to have 5 points, okay? أنا عندي اللي هما first, second, finally 3. هضيف لهم نقطتين كمان هيبقى عندي 5 نقط. And by the way, each point consists of 2 sentences. طبعا كل نقطة بتبقى جملتين. So I'm going to add a 4th point, point number 4, creating jobs. This is the point. The internet has helped in creating more jobs and income opportunities. دي النقطة الرابعة اللي أنا هضيفها. And this is a supporting sentence of point number 4. Nowadays, because of COVID-19, most people do their jobs on the internet. يبقى كده النقطة الرابعة ضفت لها جملتين. And this is actually the 5th point. It's about information. This is the point. It means the internet is the most important source of information. And this is a supporting sentence of the 5th point. You can browse the internet and get any information you need easily and quickly. Okay. Now let's see how we're going to add the 2 extra points to the body. Okay. So we're going to have a longer body consisting of 12 sentences instead of 8. خلونا بقى نشوف ازاي البودي هنحوله الى body مكون من 12 جملة بدل من 8 جمل. Okay, this is the topic sentence of the body. This is the first point, supporting sentence of the first point, second point, supporting sentence of the second point, and the third point. And by the way, look at this third point, because in the short paragraph there were only 3 points. That's why I said finally. But because I'm going to add 2 extra points, I'm going to change finally into, I'm going to delete finally, as you can see, and I'm going to change it into third. As I said, because I added, I'm going to add 2 more points. طبعا لأن أنا هضيف نقطتين، فfinally هنا خلاص مش هتبقى finally، فأنا هحول finally إلى third وهضيف النقاط اللي هما الاثنين. This is the supporting sentence of the third point. This is the fourth point. And this is the supporting sentence of the fourth point. And this is the fifth point, because it is the last point. That's why I'm going to say finally. And this is the supporting sentence of the final point, the fifth point. And this is actually the concluding sentence of the body. So now I have 12 sentences. Okay, now let's move to the concluding paragraph. خلونا بقى نتنقل للفقرة الأخيرة ونشوف هنعمل فيها إيه. Actually, it consists of 3 sentences, and I'm not going to add any extra sentences. هي مكونة من 3 جمل ومش هضيف أي جمل زيادة. But I'm going to add some details. I'm going to show you how. أنا بس هضيف بعض التفاصيل وهوريكم إزاي. This is actually the conclusion, or the concluding paragraph. This is the first sentence. This is the second sentence, which contains, actually the first sentence is a restatement of the thesis statement. This is the second sentence, which is a summary of the main points. and I have 3 points: communication, education, and trade. This is the sentence I'm going to change because I'm going to add 2 more points to this sentence. This is the last sentence. I'm not going to change it. So I'm going to add creating jobs and getting information to the second sentence. So I'm going to have communication, education, trade, creating jobs, and getting information. So let's see how we're going to do this. طبعا انا زي ما قلت الفقره الثالثه مش هضيف لها جمل، هتفضل 3 جمل بس. النقطتين دول اللي ضفتهم في البودي باراجراف هضيفهم للجمله الثانيه، بدل ما يبقى عندي 3 نقط اللي هم communication, education and trade، هيبقى عندي 5 نقط هضيف لهم creating jobs and getting information. Okay, so this is going to be the conclusion. This is the first sentence. This is the second sentence. It's highly important for online communication, education, trade, and I'm going to add the 2 other points: creating jobs and getting information. And this is actually the last sentence in the conclusion. So now, no extra sentences. Okay, now let's have a look at our whole longer essay, which consists of 19 sentences. خلينا كده بقى نبص على المقالة بتاعتنا اللي هي أصبحت أطول، أصبحت مكونة من 19 جملة بدل 14. This is the introduction. We have 4 sentences: 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the body. It consists of 12 sentences: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this is actually the conclusion. It consists of 3 sentences. So let's make some calculations. We have here 4, the introduction. It consists of 4 sentences. هنعمل كده حسابات بقى. عندنا أداة المقدمة 4 جمل plus the body زائد بقى اللي هنا هو البادي الجسم المقالة 12 sentences مكونة من 12 جملة plus the conclusion 3 sentences. So now I have an essay which consists of 19 sentences. أصبح عندي مقالة مكونة من 19 جملة. This is actually the end of video number 4. دي نهاية الفيديو رقم 4. In this video we learned how to make the short essay longer. We have changed our 14 sentence essay into a 19 sentence essay. حولنا المقالة اللي عندنا اللي هي بتتكون من 14 جملة إلى مقالة بتتكون من 19 جملة. In video number 5, we're going to learn how to make our short essay longer, but not by adding, for example, more points to the body, but by adding more paragraphs. Okay, so I'm going to add extra paragraphs to the essay. It consists of 3 paragraphs. I'm going to change it into an essay consisting of 5 paragraphs. الفيديو رقم 5 الفيديو القادم أنا هكبر المقالة القصيرة اللي عندي، مش هضيف نقاط زيادة، لا أنا هضيف فقرات زيادة. فبدل ما هي مكونة من 3 فقرات هخليها تبقى مكونة من 5 فقرات. نهاية الفيديو. Looking forward to seeing you in another video. Thank you very much. السلام عليكم.